To my channel, Doris's Daily Deets, where I discuss everything from fashion, beauty, luxury to lifestyle. And as you can tell by the title, today we are just going to be taking a deep dive into the brand Prada. So I'm just trying to get a cute little thumbnail there. But yeah, so we're going to be just talking all about Prada today. We're going to be talking about what I picked up from the fashion house, how I've been liking it, how I've been loving it, and my just overall first impressions. But before we get started, if you have not hit the subscribe button, please go ahead and hit it, because guys, we are on the road to 500 subscribers. We are almost there. We just got a little bit more to go. And of course, make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up button, engaging, commenting, all of that, because it's again going to continue to help me grow here on this platform. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Yes, guys. Okay, so I have officially just really embraced the Prada brand, I should say, and I picked up a couple items that were totally unexpected. None of these items were on my luxury wish list, but I will say that one of these items honestly did replace something on my luxury wish list, where I just chose to get this in its place. So just a little update there. And that item, we'll start off with that item. And then of course, again, both of these items are by Prada. So this is just like a super mini. I don't even know if I should even call it a haul. I don't know. I'll figure out the title. Of course, I haven't titled anything yet. I'm just not recording this. But as we progress with the video, I'm sure something will come to mind on how I should title this video. But yeah, so the first thing that I picked up is actually a handbag, because you guys remember, if you watch my luxury wish list video, if you have not, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but I will put it above in the card somewhere on either side. I forgot, maybe this side, I think, whatever. So yeah, I went ahead and I grabbed something from the Prada line instead of the actual Louis Vuitton line that I originally thought, because this was like a fraction of the cost. So let me go ahead and just show you what I got from Prada, or which item I picked up, because this is actually a vintage item that I'm extremely excited about. So it's in this dust bag, because I just, we it's vintage. We don't have boxes. It didn't come in a box or anything like that. But this is just such a unique, eclectic piece. This is not going to be anything that you've seen before. Trust me. It's not, you're expecting to see like all the same types of bags that you typically see in other videos. This is not that. But here it is. And it's so different. I am just in absolute love with this bag. So here it is. I forgot the exact name of it, because again, this is a vintage piece. But look at this bag, y'all. Get into this bag. Look at the back. This is what sold me. Look at the back of this. It's a Prada nylon bag. You guys know Prada nylon is in right now. And when I tell you the price that I paid for this, you guys are probably are just going to be like, no way. But yeah, so I picked this up in place of that Louis Vuitton, I believe it was called the Clary bag. I'll post a picture of the bag that I thought that I was going to be purchasing in its place. And then when I seen this, I said, nope, I don't even need that Louis Vuitton bag anymore. Scratch that. We're going with this one. So I mentioned I needed a black bag and I want something with patent leather. I didn't know how I was going to incorporate that. I just knew I wanted all black. I really wanted to play up blacks in my next handbag, because this, honestly, I said would be the last black handbag that I will be buying for a while. So I want to make sure that I made the right choice. When this popped up, I seen it on eBay, and I just happened to just be typing in vintage Prada bags, and I'm like, no way did this come up. This is like everything I want in the bag. If you know me, you guys know I love a top handle bag. I will say I made an exception with this, because it had this, it's a shoulder bag. So as long as I can just pick my bag up like this with some type of shorter handle option, and then of course I have the crossbody strap option, then we're good. That's what I look for in a bag. Now, so it doesn't have a top handle. I did make an exception there because of the shoulder handle. And then of course, guys, if it has a flap, what does it have to have? A back pocket. This bag delivers. Look at the sizing. This bag, you could take all these straps off. You can carry this as a clutch if you wanted to. I don't foresee myself really doing that, but you can, because these are removable. Now, I did have to tweak the bag just a little though. So when I first got the bag, I'm like, wait, hold on. This only has this strap, but it did come with this Prada crossbody strap. This definitely must have came off another bag, but it has Prada written like right there. So it's definitely a Prada strap. And I'm like, and I could not get it on to this part right here. So this came attached. As you can see, this is not removable, honestly, but I could tuck it if I wanted to make it as a clutch. Sorry, so let me rephrase that. Now, what I had to do is I had to go on Amazon, handy dandy Amazon, and I had to buy these rings here because I needed to be able to attach this strap. And guys, I was struggling. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I get this? Like at first I was trying to attach it to here, but I didn't want to ruin the silver hardware by scratching it with the clamp. So I just went ahead, grabbed these. The metal, I mean, it's a little off, but I mean, you have to really be all up on it to see that. It's pretty much spot on as far as like the metal. And I just attached the strap, and honey, we got the perfect bag now. I absolutely love it. This bag is like, honestly, kind of like my most worn bag right now because it's such a good size. I mean, I can, and I'm gonna open it up for you guys to see. As you can see, here's the interior. Now it is like that kind of like leather-ish material since it's vintage. It's not vinyl on the inside, which I would have preferred because I am starting to notice some peeling, which I really don't like, as you can see, but that's kind of what you deal with when you start veering into vintage bags. So yeah, that's one thing that I will honestly say I'm not a fan of. But guys, it has an inside pocket that I honestly have not used yet, but you can, you know, store things there. It has the Prada logo written in the inside as well, and then it just has these two, can you see this, these two front flat pockets. I mean, this was just good. I've already carried this like as a diaper bag. So you guys, if you don't know, I'm a mom to a toddler. And this has come in handy for me. I took it with me to the circus. I'll post some pictures of how I styled this so far. I'm going to be wearing it again today because today's actually Cinco de Mayo. So I'm going to be going out with some of my girlfriends just to have some drinks, and this is going to be the bag of choice. Like, this is it. And I'm just so excited because I think I paid around, I want to say like $400 for this bag. And anything Prada right now, like, is retailing upwards of like $1,600-$1,700. If it like, you know, like something like this, if you were to get it like now, that's around the price point that you would be paying. And we don't do that on this channel. We're all about affordable luxury over here. And my job is to show you that you can attain all of these things, all of these big name brands without breaking the bank. You can make it fit your budget. Trust me, I've proved it time and time again. So don't ever think that any of these items are out of your league, because I mean, these are like, that's the same price point of like, it's like a Michael Kors or a Coach bag. There's actually Coach bags that cost more than $400 now. And I mean, of course they're leather and all that, but I'm just saying though, so don't ever think that brands like Prada or anything like that are just way out of your league. You can still have all of that. And I'm here to show you how. So that's why you want to make sure you're subscribed. Shameless plug right there. But yeah, so this is just awesome. So I do say I just love the opening. I mean, it's just good. This bag is so good. And I'll do an actual more in-depth video, but I was just so excited that I found this and I just had to come on here and talk about it with you guys. So yes, this is my latest pickup. Oh, and it has feet at the bottom too, y'all. Just can't go wrong with this bag. Really good. It's so good. So, I know you're wondering what kind of brought you to even looking up a Prada bag. And guys, it's because I was able to pick up the Prada, oh, that was a fail, the Prada monolith boots. Yes, y'all. Your girl was able to get her dream shoe. I never in a million years thought that I would even get this shoe. I didn't add it to my luxury wish list because I just did not think that I would find them at a price point that I was willing to pay for where I'm at in life right now for my budget. There's just certain things I really don't try. My goal is really to keep anything luxury that I buy under $1,000. I'm not, for me, in a place right now where I need to be spending anything really over that much. More power to you if that's what you do, but that's kind of where I'm at in life. So when I seen these boots, now I got them from my favorite handy dandy pre-loved website, Vestiaire Collective. I have that app, and that app, I gotta get rid of it because y'all, I got more stuff coming. But anywho, when I seen them on there for the price point that they were, and we'll get into that in just a second, I said, is this meant to be? No way. And they're my size. I've never seen that boot listed for so low. What's the problem? What's the catch? What's wrong with them? Nothing. As you can see, this boot is pretty much in pristine condition. I've already worn them once, so, you know, I was excited, y'all. But this boot is just everything. This boot goes with so much. I almost want to wear them today, but I don't think I am. I think I'm going to wear another shoe today because we'll get into that in a second. They are kind of a bit of a hassle to put on when you just want to run out the door. But if you want to make a statement, here you go. This shoe is everything that I could have possibly wanted out of a shoe. It just has the word Prada written back there. And it's just simple. It's one of those, if you know, you know. When they just make a statement. I love a statement shoe. Now, one thing I will say, the way that well, what should I say? So putting them on, well, the way that when I wore them, I was actually going to the spa, which I don't think was the best time to be trying to wear a Prada boot because you have to get undressed. And it kind of was irritating. You know, they're like waiting for you outside the room, depending on where you go. And that was an experience that I really thought was going to be a lot different because I remember going to the spa and just not needing clothes for the entire duration of your services. But now I guess within the light of what happened with the Rona and everything like that, things are just different now. So I should have took into account for that. But I will say that they were kind of a nuisance, y'all, to get on and off, especially if you want to wear the pockets. As you can see, the pockets kind of just slip off. Now these are removable, so and I think that's pretty cool too. I have some ideas. I'm kind of thinking about watching some maybe YouTube videos to see what people do with their pockets on the boots because I just think they're just so cool, guys. Now these are different. Now these are not the version that you typically see that are kind of like the leather mixed with the nylon. This is the complete nylon pair. So I know you're probably wondering like, oh, they look a little different, but yes, they also make a just full nylon pair, which is these. So I ended up going with these, and I was a little like, should I do them or should I try to wait and get I'm not waiting on no other boots because the price that I paid for these, we'll get to that in a minute. You can't beat it. So here they are. Now, as far as fit goes, guys, they kind of run a little on the narrow side. I'm a wide foot girl, and I would say I had them on for maybe like 10, almost like 8 to 10 hours the day that I wore them, and I started feeling it right up in here. So if you have a wide foot and like because I mean, I have like a borderline wide foot where I still can kind of get my foot into some stuff, but these, if you like are completely wide, I just wouldn't recommend them. As much as I love them, I just will say they're not wide foot friendly. So all my wide foot girlies and guys out there, but they just go with so much. I have so many ideas that I'm gonna use for these boots. I mean, we're heading into summer now, so I don't know if I'm going to be getting that much wearing out of them, but your girl will be styling and profiling in her Prada boots that I cannot believe I got. So on to why I picked them up and what made me just pull the trigger. So the person that I was purchasing from, she was like I think she said she was an exchange student. She had to move and she just really needed to just get rid of them. I want to say that she had them listed, and you guys won't believe this. When I seen this, I'm like, wait, what? I think she had them listed for like $650. I'm like, And then to top it all off, after that, I sent in an offer. I offered her $550. She took it. So yes, this boot I think retails for like $1,600 on the Prada website. Your girl, she got them for $550. So yes, I'm excited. I'm a happy camper over here, and I still can't believe it. I mean, Now the box, I will say, some of the exceptions I had to make was the box was a little, from her moving, a little beat up, so I didn't even include it in the video. But it had the dust bag. She even had like the authenticity card that she put in the box. She was so nice, so helpful. Me and her, we were messaging back and forth on the app just about like just little things like sometimes like the app was saying certain stuff, and she was just so accommodating. So I will honestly say my experience getting those boots was amazing. I still can't believe that I scored that boot for that price. I can't. People are like, oh, look at you, big money. I'm like, no, trust me, it ain't that. I just got them for a really good deal that I couldn't pass up. And I'm like, you know what? I work hard. I'm getting the boots. That's my dream shoe. But other than that, that is it. That brings us to the end of the video. So I hope you guys really, really enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it, because again, as you can probably feel the excitement coming through the screen, I'm super excited. I still, like I said, this is like a dream come true. I cannot believe that I was able to get these items at the price point that I did. And let me know in the comments if you have any other questions, or just, you know, I want to show your girl some love. I love to hear from you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.